everyone, I'm Trevor, and today we're at Disneyland to share with you our February construction update throughout the parks. So let's get going. And we are going to start right here on Main Street, as we tend to do. Here we have the Disneyland Railroad. And of course, if you saw my January construction update, you will know that the Disneyland Railroad is currently closed for refurb. It closed, I believe, on Monday, January 13th, and it is set to reopen on Friday, March 7th. We do have an opening date now. The refurb calendar goes out approximately 6 weeks, and I think it goes out till about March 10th or March 11th at this point, so we did see it drop off of the refurb calendar. Just a 2-month closure, initially anticipated to be 3 months. Only 2 months for this stretch, so those of you who are coming in March will be excited to know that the Disneyland Railroad will be opening on March 7th. However, it will be closed for all of February. No further updates this way over here at Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln. As we see signage updates for Walt Disney and Magical Life, I will absolutely, provide updates, but we don't have any signage movements. Of course, this isn't going to switch over until May, so I wouldn't expect signage to switch until closer to then. The Disney Gallery, which I believe is this area over here, is closed throughout the month of February as well. I think I saw it drop off the refurb calendar in March, but they periodically will close the gallery area that is in here, even though, like the Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln is not open. Sometimes that area is open, but they also periodically close it as well. Should also provide an update on the Jolly Holiday Bakery Cafe. Of course, it is down for refurbishment. This is the first time I am seeing the scrim up there. They did not have the scrim up last week or the week before, so we do have scrim up around here, around Jolly Holiday Bakery Cafe now. I do want to point out that we're actually a little bit before rope drop, so you see people hanging out here. But I do want to point out that if you did not see my update video last time, we do have seating still available outside of Jolly Holiday for Refreshment Corner if you want to bring your food down this way. Speaking of Refreshment Corner, let me backtrack this way just a tad. A good portion of the baked goods from Jolly Holiday Bakery Cafe have ended up here at Refreshment Corner. If you did not watch my food video that I put up about a week after our last construction update, I thought I would mention it here just in case you only follow the construction. But Refreshment Corner here is where you're going to find a lot of the baked goods from a Jolly Holiday Bakery Cafe. We do see the scrim pretty much wrapping the whole way around the building here. In addition to Refreshment Corner, we also have the Raspberry Rose Macaron at Gibson Girl Ice Cream Parlor. They're the only items from a Jolly Holiday Bakery Cafe that have moved elsewhere. We still have no updates for you as to specifically when Jolly Holiday Bakery Cafe is going to reopen. Again, refurb calendar goes out 6 weeks till about March 11th at this point, still on the refurb calendar. Of course, it could always come off early. I feel like restaurants, sometimes that will happen. They'll come off early, but I wouldn't expect it with this one. I get the feeling that this is going to be a pretty lengthy refurb. The best case scenario is that it will be open for Friday, May 16th with the kickoff of the 70th. They are going to try to keep as little down as possible. I could be wrong with that. Of course, it might even go past that, but I would assume that they're trying to get it open before Friday, May 16th. So that's like the best case scenario for Jolly Holiday. If it comes off sooner, we'll be glad. But as of right now, still through about mid-March, it will be closed. We almost always start our construction updates in the park off over in like the Adventureland direction, but we're actually coming over to Tomorrowland this morning because I'm getting some breakfast over this way, and I want to eat first rather than at the end of this video. And we are going to come to Galactic Grill for that breakfast item. I saw a new breakfast item on their menu. I thought we'd give it a try. And here we are, we have some chicken and waffles. Yeah, they got some chicken and waffles here at Galactic Grill. And it comes with a maple cream sauce, as well as it says Galactic Tangy sauce. So we are gonna give this a try here. and see what their chicken and waffles are like. All right, so let's be real here. The chicken and waffles were kind of like what you would expect. The chicken tenders are standard chicken tenders for Disney. And the waffles, if you just want the waffles, go to Carnation Cafe and order those kids Mickey waffles. It's about the same price, and they are so much better quality. Of course, if you're hankering for chicken and waffles together, well, then you can come to Galactic Grill. But otherwise, it wasn't anything special. Next up for our construction update, we are of course going to talk about the Disneyland monorail. Very similar to the Disneyland Railroad, this closure takes place over the same amount of time. While it closed on Monday, January 6th, a week earlier than the railroad, it will reopen on the same day, Friday, March 7th. And that is because the monorail is affected by the construction of the Disneyland Railroad, as they are replacing a lot of the track on the Disneyland Railroad. So that's kind of why the monorail is closed. Not for anything specific with the monorail, I believe, but mostly because of where it overlaps with the Disneyland Railroad construction. And so this will reopen on Friday, March 7th. And of course, up here at the north end of Fantasyland, we do have It's a Small World, which closed on Tuesday, January 21st. This is a pretty standard closure for It's a Small World, as it removes the It's a Small World holiday overlay. However, this is a 2-month or more long refurb. They said that this one was going to be extended just like it was extended before it closed when it switched over to the holiday season in like October, November. It is also going to be closed for at least 2 months here this season as well. We don't have an exact opening date. Again, I feel like a broken record, but the refurb calendar only goes out 6 weeks. And if this is at least 2 months, it's going to be a little bit after that 6 weeks. So hopefully we'll have some information about when this is going to be opening during our next construction update for the month of March. However, for now, I did see that the sign outside of It's a Small World says that our musical voyage resumes this spring. Of course, spring being March 21st, March 20th, March 21st. So it's possible that it is going to be after that time frame. Which it makes sense, right? 2 months, January 21st, March 21st, it works. That's not to say that the reopening date is March 21st. I'm not trying to say that at all. I'm just saying it's probably going to be after March 21st. And we do have an item of note up here at the Fantasyland Theater that's worth mentioning as well. I might have pointed this out in a previous video, but they got a very Beauty and the Beast sort of look going on over here at the stage. Not that the next item going on here at the stage is Beauty and the Beast related. In fact, February is, I believe, Black History Month, and they have Celebrate Soulfully going on here at the Disneyland Resort for the month of February, and they have 2 special performances that are happening here at the Fantasyland Theater for Celebrate Gospel at the Disneyland Park on February 8th and February 15th. I believe those are both Saturdays, not this coming Saturday as at the time of this filming. Today is Tuesday, January 28th when I'm filming this, but February 8th and February 15th. On the 8th, I'm just reading this from their website, we have Doe. I don't know, D-O-E. I'm not sure if you pronounce her name Doe or D-O-E, but Doe will be singing here. It says, between the purity of her vocals, intuitive lyrics, and soul-captivating sound, the 6-time Grammy-nominated, 2-time Dove Award-winning singer-songwriter musician takes you on a new era of gospel music that transcends traditional perceptions. That's going to be on Saturday, February 8th. And then for February 15th, we have Melvin Crispell III with 4 Grammy Award nominations, 6 Stellar Award nominations, and 4 Dove Award nominations. Melvin's gospel artistry will stir you with his message of hope. So we have Doe and Melvin Crispell coming here to the Fantasyland Theater for February 8th and February 15th for Celebrate Gospel. No additional updates down here for Pixie Hollow, other than the fact that it keeps getting extended. And this is no surprise, they've been doing this for months. Sometimes it'll fall off the refurb calendar, and then like a couple of days later, it just pushes all the way through the end. And so even though there's no construction walls up down here around Pixie Hollow anymore, except for, if you look close enough, they still are up over there at the entrance of the attraction. But this whole wide area, the construction walls have been down. It gives the appearance that this is open, but it is not. As far as parades and fireworks goes, last month we shared that we did not know if there would be any parades, that they weren't on the entertainment schedule whenever I filmed it, however, that they could always appear. Here we are a month later and there are still no parades on the calendar. Magic Happens definitely not returning. No other parades have appeared as well. However, what we do have is a cavalcade. So the Mickey and Friends Brand New Day Cavalcade is on the entertainment schedule in the app. Now, if you check the website, it is not there. However, if you check the app and you look in this area here in the hub area and you click on the star on entertainment that is here, you will see that cavalcade listed. And for today, it's at 1:45 p.m. and 2:45 p.m. That's probably going to be most days. I'm going to try to catch it. If I do, I'll put a clip of that cavalcade in here for you so that you can see that cavalcade. So they are doing something. They do have something coming through here, but it's not a full-fledged parade. I don't think we're going to see a full-fledged parade until Paint the Night on May 16th. As for fireworks, we did share last month that Mickey's Mix Magic has returned following the Christmas season, and fireworks take place Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then during the week it's projections only. The show still goes on, but there is no fireworks themselves. Phantasmic runs the same schedule, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays only. However, holidays are the one exception, so for President's Day coming up, that day will have fireworks and Phantasmic being a holiday, even though it's a Monday. However, if you are coming during the week, expect projections only and no Phantasmic. Here's one for you that does not appear on the refurb calendar online. Is that normal for rides not to appear on the refurb calendar? No, not really. But this one's not on Disneyland's website. However, I did find it on Undercover Tourist. Where they got their information, who knows? But I'll trust them. You can check Undercover Tourist. They have a full list of ride closures and the dates and things like that. But we have the sailing ship Columbia here down for refurb. They said it closed on January 8th. And it's not reopening until Sunday, February 9th. So it's closed for a whole month. We missed that last month because I didn't see it on the refurb calendar. But Sailing Ship Columbia, they do have people up there right now working on it, and they've got tarps up over it as well. They had it over in the spot for the Mark Twain Riverboat when the Mark Twain Riverboat was down last month. And it never operated that entire time. It just sat there docked. So even then, it wasn't running. So yeah, the Sailing Ship Columbia is down for a refurb at the moment. Is supposedly coming back on a Sunday, February 9th, according to Undercover Tourist. And guess what? That's it for Disneyland. There's really absolutely nothing new or mind-boggling. Nothing that is gonna shock you or surprise you for over here at Disneyland. It's pretty much everything that we already knew about last month. Just have a few updates for you and things like that with ride reopenings, but no new closures for the month of February, which is really good news. I honestly thought there was going to be, ahead of the 70th, that there would just be tons of closures, one after the other as they're getting things ready, but maybe we'll see some in March as some of these other things start to reopen, but for February, everything's looking pretty good. We still have Disney California Adventure to go, and there's actually quite a few updates going on at Downtown Disney that I'm excited to share with you as well. Now let's head on over into Disney California Adventure. Honestly, not a whole lot over here, but there are a few things to say. Some construction walls up over here at Elias & Co. on Buena Vista Street. The gift shops are still open. This is just outside construction going on the facade, but I wanted you to be aware that there are construction walls as you were walking into the park, but again, the gift shops are open during construction. And first up is the Redwood Creek Challenge Trail. It is scheduled to close on Monday, February 17th, and we have no idea when it is going to reopen. Refurb calendar goes out through March 11th, and it is still closed during that time. That means at least 3 weeks. Now, Redwood Creek had just been closed for several months last year. Why are they closing it again? Nobody online seems to have any idea, but unfortunately, it will be closing again. Somebody theorized that it could be staffing because it is a less populous time of the year. They don't want to put cast members in there if there's not a whole lot of people in there. Could be, but that's the only thing that I was able to discern online as to why Redwood Creek is closing again. As far as Grizzly River Run, it closed on Monday, January 6th, and it is still TBA. We don't know when it is going to open back up again through March 11th at the very least. It's going to go. I mean, it's going to go more than that. But they are doing active work and construction on here right now. We will give you an update as soon as we have one, potentially in the March construction update update. Hopefully we'll have an opening date for Grizzly River Run, but as of now, it'll be closed the entire month of February. Of course, Soarin' Around the World will make its change to Soarin' over California on Friday, February 28th. This ride will experience no downtime as it makes that transition, but every year for Food and Wine Festival, Soarin' Around the World turns back into Soarin' over California for the duration of Food and Wine, and I am so looking forward to that happening. This next one just appeared on the refurb calendar yesterday, and on Monday, March 10th, Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout will be closing for refurbishment. We don't know a whole lot of details just yet, okay? It's very, very early. Some people may freak out online. Some blogs that we're not going to mention, but you might know who they are, might make articles saying closing indefinitely. Don't listen to them. This could be a week. This could be 2 weeks. We don't really know how long it's going to be closed. I'll know more in our March construction update. All we have right now is 2 days that it's going to be closed, the 10th and the 11th. So once we know more about how long this closure is going to last, I'll share that information next month. Just for right now, be aware it will be closing in March if you're coming in March. I know this is a February construction update, but it appeared on the calendar and I wanted to let you know about it. I have one final item to share, and I've been looking for it, but it's not out. The red car trolley, I've never seen them not out. At least maybe they normally do, and I just don't pay attention. There's a 5 and dime presentation going on at the DCA's hub there in front of Carthay Circle. Maybe they pull the red car trolley in for that, but here's the red car trolley stop, and so this is where we're gonna talk about it, I guess. And the red car trolley is set to close on Sunday, February 9th. Okay, the last day for operation for the red car trolley will be Saturday, February 8th. On Sunday, February 9th, this will close permanently as they reappropriate the area where the red car trolley is housed backstage for the Avengers Campus expansion. Oh, there it is. They must have had both of them up towards the front of the park. I thought they always had one at the front and one at the back. They do have a crossing section right here, but here it is, the red car trolley. And that was it for Disney California Adventure. Now we're moving on to Downtown Disney, and there's actually a couple of new changes since the last time that I was here even. Exciting things going on at Downtown Disney. This place is transforming into something completely different than it was just 2 to 3 years ago. And first up is that Disney Wonderful World of Sweets has finally opened its doors, and we are going to pop in here. This Poppy Popcorn Bucket is an exclusive popcorn bucket for, excuse me, is an exclusive popcorn bucket for the Wonderful World of Sweets. So you can come on in here and you can get this popcorn bucket. But let us just take a look at this place for a minute. How gorgeous it looks, how big it is. They've definitely expanded it. Remember, they built into the Disney dress shop. This was Marceline's Confectionery, and they expanded and built over into what used to be the Disney dress shop. The Disney dress shop moved, and then we have some updates about the dress shop also in this video as well. But it looks like we do have pretty standard confectionery items that you can order over here. And here's just a quick look at what they've got on display. But they have all of this sort of stuff for purchase as well. To be honest with you, I'm looking at this and I'm a little disappointed. I was hoping that they were going to have the make your own candy that they have at Walt Disney World. With all of this space, I don't know why they didn't add one of those things in here. And it looks like they have brought back the window where you can watch the cast members make the treats that they are putting on display in there. So I'm glad to see that that is back. That way you can watch them make everything. It looks really good. Now, after Disney Wonderful World of Sweets took over the Disney Dress Shop location, the Dress Shop moved over here, which used to be the old Wonderground Gallery. Wonderground Gallery moved to where California Soul was. But take a look at this, okay? We now have Disney Storyland Boutique. The Dress Shop is no more. And this new store has taken over the space. So we have 2 new locations that have just opened up in downtown Disney within the last week even. They've got create your own headbands over here. I love this create your own headband stuff. They have that in Disneyland Park as well, but the whole bunch of different options that you can add for create your own headband. We've got a load of Stitch merchandise, stuffies and shirts and apparel and all sorts of other things. And then we've also got some Aristocats things as well. Winnie the Pooh, whole Winnie the Pooh section over here. So Disney Storyland Boutique. This is the new store. The Disney dress shop is gone. And this is what we have in its place. And that's going to be it for our time here today at Disneyland, giving you a construction update for the month of February. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Click this video to keep watching. Thanks for watching, and we will see you again next time.